first things I'd like to talk to people about before they even get a puppy is taking puppy home at an appropriate age. So typically not before 8 weeks old. Puppies learn very important lessons from their litter mates and from their mom about how to use their mouths. Puppy biting and nipping is normal behavior, so it's not that they have adopted a terrible new puppy. Piranha, yeah, they haven't adopted a new piranha. This is normal behavior.
The puppies are, like she said, are exploring the world with their mouth. You know, their nose is an important way to get intake from their environment, but their mouth is their second. So they're putting their mouths on everything. And when they're playing with their litter mates or their mom, sometimes they'll bite an ear or bite a paw, and they're just playing. They're just seeing what works, what doesn't work. And the dog that gets the tooth in the ear is going to yipe, and he's like, I don't want to play with you anymore. And it startles the puppy too. So it teaches them bite inhibition in basically a natural way.
Some of those things might be just a short timeout. So if your puppy bites you, if it's too hard, it hurts, you can just get up and walk away.
It's kind of a punishment, and punishment's not always a bad word. It just means that you're doing something that makes the behavior less likely to happen. Dogs are very social animals, and so if they're in play and they do something inadvertently and then you remove yourself, that's the last thing they want.
Dr. Dunbar actually talks about allowing a puppy to mouth on you gently, that all puppy contact or puppy teeth contact with human skin isn't necessarily bad, because if puppy mouths you just gently and you continue to engage with puppy, then they learn that gentle contact is okay.
Bite inhibition and lack of socialization are the number 1 and 2 reasons that dogs end up in a shelter. So it's a really important skill to learn and to teach your dog.
What I have learned talking with clients is that a time, specifically when puppies are very apt to be really mouthy, is when they start to get tired. So when a puppy starts to get really tired after you've had a play session or a training session, or maybe you've been out for a little walk, that's a really nice time to put puppy in the kennel with a chew toy. Something that he can, like stuffed frozen Kong maybe, something that he can chew on that isn't you.
Right. Any animal that's teething, it's painful, and you soothe yourself by chewing on things. They have little toys that are rope toys, and if you soak them in water and then freeze them, the dogs, it's very, very helpful for the dogs because their teeth can penetrate through the rope and get up to the frozen part, so it sort of massages the gums and freezes them a little bit.
I think sometimes people think they have 1 or 2 toys and that's plenty and enough. And what happens is that dogs in general really enjoy novelty. And so if they have the same chew toy over and over again, that chew toy is going to be old news, and then they're going to find something else to chew on.
The analogy I like to use is if you have a nice new wallet and it's got $20 bills in it, and you look over and you see your puppy with it, if you make that a game, because that's very important to you, you're like, no, come here. Then it turns into a game for him, then he grabs it and he's, playing keep away. But if you've practiced, hey, what you're doing is okay, but guess what, I've got something better. And then you're teaching the dog, here's the appropriate thing that I want you to chew. Same thing with shoes or anything that's high value to you, the dog just may think is just another chew toy.
So I think what you just said is a really good point, because you can inadvertently and accidentally turn that into a huge game of catch me if you can. So if your puppy is very, very smart, and if your puppy learns that grabbing your wallet or your shoe immediately garners your undivided attention and possibly a really fun game of chase me all over the house, then what you have absolutely done is just reinforce the heck out of grabbing things that we shouldn't have. So instead, we often will ignore our dogs when they're being good, chewing on their own bone in the corner, and then the instant that they grab something that they're not allowed to have, or sometimes nipping can be an attention-seeking behavior too. If my puppy runs up and nips me, and then that turns into maybe a fun game, a wrestling game, even though I'm trying to get my puppy off of me.
Right.
I've reinforced that behavior, and my puppy learns, oh, I know how to make the party start now.
Yeah.
I know how to get Dad's attention and then focus on me.
It's all about rewards.